everyone to episode 111 of Next Gen News Week. We're back in video format. We're no longer just in your ear holes. Now we're on your screen and in your ear holes. That sounds weird, but I'm in it. I'm in it.
Weren't we audio only for like just one episode though?
Two. No, like four.
Oh, two.
Was it four?
Yeah, really? It was 4 episodes. It was a whole month.
Wow.
It was a whole month of not being able to look at our beautiful faces.
We pay attention a lot, so
you can tell. You can tell which one of us does all the uploading and which three
None
don't.
of us is heavily drinking.
Do what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I don't have a problem.
I'll definitely splice that out later. See what Michael said, because he won't just tell me. But anyway, my name is Mitch. Joining me, as always, Richard in his weird onesie that he's got on.
Oh no, it's not a onesie. It's a robe. They're incredibly comfortable.
What is the design on the chest?
It's Gryffindor.
It's not my house. It's disappointing. It's Gryffindor.
Okay.
But on the back of it is Harry's number, the Quidditch number. It's actually a Quidditch robe.
Okay. So you're gonna go play Quidditch, like, for real? You can do that.
Oh, I just like robes. I'm gonna get a really, really nice Obi-Wan robe soon, but it's like over $100. So.
Oh my god.
But they're so comfortable. Oh my gosh. I wish I could just wear them all the time.
I mean, you could.
I mean,
no
nobody's
one's stopping you. Yeah.
People talk. People talk.
You might end up on someone's, like, they'll snap a picture of you and share it on some.
Could be the new trend.
Yeah, I mean,
could be.
We used to wear robes. Yeah, we used to wear robes and capes a long time ago. I wish we'd go back to that.
Yeah.
Go back to it. We can.
We could do it. Michael's here.
Howdy. Meowdy.
Meowdy. Michael doesn't have cat ears on this time, though. It's kind of a shame. He's like, I'll go find them.
I'm feeling red, even though my whole computer is like teal and green.
I mean, loving the red hair, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of red hair, Chase is here.
Hey.
Authentic red hair.
Mm-hmm.
None of that fake stuff. All right, yeah. This is the first time I've gotten to see Michael and Chase. Well, no, I saw Michael a few weeks ago, and I saw Richard last week. I haven't seen Chase in forever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, I did see Chase like a week ago. What am I talking about? Richard hasn't seen Michael or Chase in a long time.
Someone hasn't been uploading all of their, their escapades or something. Blah blah blah.
Wait, what? Again, he cut out. Anyway. We have a great show for you, as always. We are coming off of the week of God of War. I've now played it. Chase has played it. Richard hasn't, so we're still not going to spoil it or anything. But do have some thoughts on it that I would like to share.
I have it.
He has it.
I have it.
It's in that tree that he swears is not a Christmas tree behind him.
It's not a tree. Well, it is a tree, but it's a long story.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas tree, but it's not the Christmas tree. Yeah, we had the announcements for Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. We're not going to go over like all of them, but just to hit up on a couple of the favorite ones and some other cool gaming announcements. But we're going to start off, as we always do, with what games we've been playing this past week. Richard, take us away.
Oh, okay. I've been playing Fortnite. Got to get my daughter the Gwen Stacy skin, and then I don't know. I've been doing it on my account too, just trying to. I really want that chrome punk. Have y'all seen it? It's like the pumpkin that's made out of chrome. Aside from that, I'm catching up on the DLC for Graveyard Keeper still. That game's kind of a grind. It's good that it's so much fun, but it is kind of a grind. I bought Golf Story, which is like a really weird sort of golf indie RPG game.
Super good.
It is. It really is. I've not played too much of it yet, but what I've played so far, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And then I started, I'm going to butcher the name. I think it's called Pentiment?
Yep, that's right.
I believe that's what it's called, yeah.
I always want to put an R in it, but I don't think there's an R in it. I think it's just Pentiment.
Yep.
And it's strange. It's really strange. It's more like an interactive children's book with non-children themes. And it's so weird because like you kind of build this character in the first hour or so just by having conversations with people. And I am a scribe that went to university in Italy, and I had like a very hedonistic lifestyle with Italian women and wine. And I have like a really rough relationship with like the local clergyman. It's so strange. I feel like it's like one of those it's like one of those shows that you might see on Netflix. Like you see the preview and you're like, well, that's probably pretty interesting, but then you never watch it, but it's like critically acclaimed. I feel like that's what it is, because you strike up this conversation with this Baron, and it's one of those things where you have so many options with your dialogue that branches so many different ways, and you have no clue what you're saying matters until after you say it. Because you'll make all these like dialogue choices and like nothing will happen. You just keep going, and then all of a sudden like you'll make a dialogue option that seems really redundant, but then you get this ominous "this will be remembered" pop up like along the bottom of the screen. So I don't know if my experiences would be the same as anybody else's or how closely the stories correlate. But I ended up having this conversation with this Baron, and we go up to like the Abbey. And like, there's this like chief nun that like, you see it, like she cuts him like this eye. And it's like, oh, what's going on with this Baron and this nun? And you have the option to ask him about it. And he's like, nothing, don't worry about that. So, something's going on. So, it's not really action packed. It's more like you're reading a book, but it's interesting enough to keep you engaged. So I'm going to keep going with it. It's been fun so far.
Probably one of the only Xbox exclusives to come out all year. So it's pretty exciting that you're enjoying it.
It's true.
I mean, so far out of every Xbox exclusive that's come out, between that and Scorn, you've picked up both of them to try them out for the team. So
man, I had high hopes for Scorn. I went into that wanting to love it. That's usually different for me. Mm-hmm. That's why it was so bad. Low expectations.
Michael, what have you been playing?
Well, it's funny that Richard's wearing a robe, because I've been really into playing a robe company lately. Watched a Robe One. Read Around the Robe in 80 Days. It's been really fun.
Dude, robes are awesome. Plus, you can do like the cool like Jedi thing, where they it's,
Flash,
I got a haircut.
Shock the world. So, on a for real note, have you played anything this week or?
Fortnite mainly. I think I missed out on that Pickle Rick backpack bling.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I did too, though.
Yeah, it's whatever. As much as like Pickle Rick, I'm just like, what? It'd be kind of weird just to wear him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's more of a pocket accessory than a back bling.
Yeah, it didn't even look like. I mean, it had like the Pickle Rick art, but it wasn't like an actual Pickle Rick that you wore on your back.
It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a circular type design, almost like a round backpack that just had like Pickle Rick's face on it. I thought it'd have been a lot cooler if like you literally had like Pickle Rick strapped to your back. You know, like little arms and like have that suit, and everything.
Little rat suit.
Yeah, that'd be cool as shit. I need to get back into Fortnite. I guess I just played it so much that like I've just fallen off of it for a little bit. Because I mean, up until Splatoon came out, it was just like that was just all we played. It's like I just like needed a break from it. Chase, what have you been playing without spoiling God of War or anything?
I've been playing Hanging with Your Pop Simulator, and it's been a lot of fun.
What? What did you just say?
Hanging with Your Pop Simulator.
Is it similar to Showering with Your Dad Simulator?
No, it's God of War. But yeah, but yeah, I've been having a blast. it's just yeah, like everything, and they just cranked it up. Like everything that I loved about the first game, they just made it better. I'm getting close to the end. There's been like a major conflict in the game, and I'm just past that. So that's what I've been playing, and I've just been having so much fun. I've been like doing a lot of side quests, and I was talking with one of my coworkers about like how like it's almost like unintentionally funny Kratos is, because he's so like so stern and he's so cold like most of the time, but like everyone has like just makes fun of him for that, and then it's kind of like everyone just kind of plays on that, and I just love like the character development from the first game to the second game. You can tell like that, everyone's got to know each other a little more, and like you feel like they're all like kind of like a more of a family. So it's just so great.
I love that thing which I kind of talked about it in the group chat with us, but like how you go find like a chest and you like wander off the path to open the chest, and people will be like, what is he doing? And Trace is like, he likes looting things. Like, he just bust up every damn chest.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. I've also been playing God of War. I've put more hours into God of War Ragnarok in less than a week than I have the entirety of the 2018 God of War, because it felt like it's such a drag because I already knew how the game ended, and it was just trying to push myself over the finish line with that. But it was not because I don't like God of War, clearly, because I've already put more time into this game than I did that one. And the other game I've been playing, technically, I think I talked about it very faintly last week, but I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet, even though I'm not supposed to be playing Pokemon Scarlet, and yeah, y'all are gonna really like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's all.
I'm excited.
That's all I'll say. I put in I officially purchased Pokemon Violet for the Switch, even though it don't come out till Friday, but I was just waiting till a bit closer before I officially purchase it. So I do own it technically, so don't come at me for playing it through other ways, I guess. But anyway, yeah, there's
Nintendo's gonna strike our account.
I mean, I haven't uploaded anything with official confirmation that you can or cannot use to play that game. So, but anyway,
Right.
It's been fun. It runs at like half the frames per second on my computer, because apparently you need an RTX 3090 graphics card with the emulator to make it run at 60 frames per second. So I haven't even been able to enjoy the game at its full capacity. It's just, yeah, I can at least play it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. All right, let's talk about the games that are coming out this week. We've already mentioned a couple of them. We have Evil coming out on PlayStation. Is that today? We always change recording dates. I always forget. Yeah, today's the 15th. So Evil and came out for PlayStation. Floodland for PC. Richard talked about Pentiment, which came out today. A new racer has dropped on the Switch, so competing now against Mario Kart and Super Chocobo Grand Prix and Nickelodeon Kart. We now have Smurfs Kart coming out on the Switch today. Somerville comes out today also. That is an Xbox exclusive. I need to check that out.
Mm-hmm. They got good reviews from what I've seen.
Awesome.
And then also just got on Game Pass today.
TMNT Shredder's Revenge for PS5 today. I guess it's like, I don't know if it's just a specific PS5 version or.
That's gotta be like a physical, isn't it?
Well, there's a PS5 upgrade, and then they are releasing a PS5 like version as well, like big physical.
Because I got that on PS5 months ago. I mean, it may have been PS4, but I mean, I played on the PS5.
Oh yeah. The PS4 version, and then
that threw me off when I was like, I've had that for a while now.
Yeah. Ease, which is like YS. Ease 8 Lacrimosa of Donna for PS5, which I think that's already
really,
on Switch.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's just got re-released for PS5. It's a really, really good JRPG if you like JRPGs.
Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 drops tomorrow, so they're going to be shutting off Warzone 1.0 for 14 days to make sure that 2.0 launches successfully, and then they'll turn the servers back on for 1.0. Goat Simulator 3 comes out on Thursday. Uh, yeah. No Goat Simulator 2, just going straight into 3. And then Friday, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales coming out on PC, a game called PID, P-I-D, coming out on the Switch. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out Friday. Resident Evil 3, which is a cloud version for the Switch. And the Dark Pictures anthology, The Devil in Me, coming out on Friday as well. Other than Pokemon... Is everybody getting Pokemon? Richard, are you getting Pokemon?
That's another game that has fallen under the Santa Claus. So
the Tim Allen clause strikes
it's
Oh, I forgot.
it is a yes.
Had that Splatfest.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, so yeah, that poor Splatfest. But other than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, though, I'm probably check out Somerville. I think I heard good. I mean, like Chase said, there's been pretty good things come out about that. And I'm definitely not gonna buy a Smurfs cart, even though, like, just to be funny, I kind of want to. But yeah, Michael, let's talk about this Splatfest real quick. It ain't in the notes, but if you're a Pokemon fan, you may have been scratching your head about how Team Water stomped Team Grass and Team Fire in a Splatfest, because if you ask most people, Team Fire is usually the most picked starter, but
Usually, yeah. And, like, anytime I fought Team Fire, like, they came at me hard.
yeah.
So, I think the Russians had something to do with it.
I mean, it's possible. There was rigged voting machines for the Splatfest. There will be a riot on November 18th in front of every GameStop in the United States over it. I don't know, like, I'm trying to, like, in my head, like, I think about, like, every starter Pokemon, and, like, yeah, I know Michael has an affinity for Bulbasaur, right, but, like, other than that, like, Charmander was, like, the number one picked starter for Gen 1. I don't really know which one probably is for Gen 2, but I can guarantee you it ain't Chikorita. It's, like, the worst designed grass starter. But
Yeah.
like, and I'm not gonna go through all of them, but like, I feel like most people probably pick fire starters, and either they just didn't turn out for a Splatfest, or maybe in Japan, which is where this game is the most popular, everyone over there just loves water starters. They do have Mudkip. It's a good water starter. But anyway, we'll try again next time. If you're on the team, like if you pick the Splatfest team for what is her name, Fry, the yellow-haired nightmare squid lady, this is like the third Splatfest in a row where she just hasn't even like had a chance. So maybe just stop picking Team Fry, because your team apparently will not win.
Or Fry.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say poor Fry, but like also, I'm a Team Shiver stan, so this is where we're at. We're gonna switch gears over here, talking about everyone's favorite human being on the planet. His name is Elon Musk. You guys know who Elon Musk is, right? Elon Musk did this thing where he bought Twitter, right, for $44 billion, and then he made it to where anyone in the world can be verified on Twitter for paying $8 a month, instead of having, you know, a verification process for public figures and companies and everything.
That's true equality. That's true equality for anyone with $8.
Yeah.
And see, we already covered the theme of this movie in Incredibles 1 and in Incredibles 2. Because when everyone is special, no one will be.
Yep.
Well, this has caused a bunch of problems in the gaming industry, really bad in the pharmaceutical industry, and other stuff. So now that anybody can be verified on Twitter, it's caused a lot of confusion between like who is an actual account and who's not, because anybody can have the blue check mark, and there's a lot of people doing parody accounts pretending to be bigger companies. To keep it gaming related, the first one that really popped up was this account pretending to be Nintendo of America, with a picture of Mario giving the bird. And, people, and that one, it was just funny. Everybody kind of really thought that was funny. There was one for Pepsi that said Coke is better than Pepsi. That was pretty good. Coca-Cola had one that said if we get 1,000 retweets, we'll put the cocaine back in Coca-Cola. And then the big one, and this isn't gaming related, but this, what was the name of that pharmaceutical company that got screwed really bad?
Lilly.
Who was it?
Lilly.
Yeah. Someone tweeted out of a parody account off of them and said going forward, insulin's going to be free. And their stock tanked nearly 5% or something like that. And I can't remember the exact numbers, but they lost $20 billion in the span of just a really short period of time because everybody thought that insulin was going to be free. And then they had to be the really shitty people that said, oh, sorry, insulin's not free. So imagine being the person who had to write that up.
I don't know. I think the Mario one might be legit.
You think so?
Well, you got to think. Okay, so it's definitely Mario, right?
Yeah.
So he posed for that picture, and you got to think he's not had a mainline entry since Odyssey. We really don't know how he feels about the whole Chris Pratt thing. I mean, I don't know.
That is very true.
If that's real, then the Toad
You know?
and Monoplant porn might as well.
Maybe Mario's doing that because Advance Wars is still delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, and there's that.
But yeah.
Thank you, Mitch. I had forgotten about that.
I have to remind you every week. Just because, it should have been out by now. So, going forward, though, I actually saw this earlier. Twitter has removed the $8 verification. So no worries, people are getting refunds or how that's going to work. But you can no longer present yourself as a parody account. The only time it was ever unacceptable was when people were trying to pretend to be Elon Musk, in which case he immediately banned their account indefinitely. So do not pretend to be Elon Musk. But you can be Nintendo. You can be... I think someone said they made one for Jesus. And you can be a politician. You can be whatever you want to be for $8 a month. And stir as much shit up as you want to.
Equality.
Yeah. $8 a month.
Really, that's not the only thing he's fucked up at Twitter headquarters. He's gotten rid of a bunch of other services that Twitter provides. So right now, two-factor authorization or authentication isn't working.
Oh, great. All because he brought that sync in. That's exactly.
Is that why I'm having to do the two thing for Google every other hour for these different devices?
Yep.
Could be.
Probably.
Yeah, he's not done a lot of good things. Let a bunch of people go. I saw somebody in a Slack channel or something just made one comment about how they didn't like the way that the company was going, and somebody posted a screenshot of it, and then and then Elon Musk tweeted saying that dude's been fired. It's come on. Man, that sucks. But anyway,
he owns it, man.
He does. He can do whatever he wants. But just make sure if you use Twitter and you're looking around for stuff, just even if there's a blue check mark, just check the name. Make sure they're a verified source on Twitter, so you don't end up looking.
Don't and feed into it.
You could do that. You could do that too if you wanted to. Richard, do you still play Multiversus?
No.
Oh well.
No, man, it's too much like another game that I hate. So.
Well, I was gonna tell you that season 2 of Multiversus started today, and there's a new battle pass.
Yeah, there's no real purpose for the battle passes. It's just dumb background stuff, or maybe little outfits or something. You didn't need a battle pass for Black Adam or the Gremlins or anything like that. You just have to play it for 12 hours a day every day. Or pay, a lot of money.
I was trying to find who. It looks like Shredder. I guess it's just Shredder or some guy that I don't know who this is on the front screen here. It looks a lot like Shredder.
What? Hold on.
That's Tom.
That's not what.
I don't know.
No.
There's not a name. I don't know who this person is. Anyway, the game has.
I keep forgetting that when the Ninja Turtles came out, you weren't born.
It looks like Shredder.
It doesn't. It
It's
looks
not
nothing
Shredder.
like. Yeah, it looks nothing like.
Oh wait,
Shredder.
maybe that's Samurai Batman. I don't know.
I don't know who it is. I thought it was somebody from F-Zero.
I mean, it could have been. The big thing here is they're adding new maps. They're adding new maps. You can play Scooby's Mansion, or there's a Space Jam map, and there's a Game of Thrones map. No new characters have been announced. I guess if Black Adam hasn't come out yet, then Black Adam is in there. He's coming at some point. But if you like to play knockoff Smash Brothers games, at least there's new content coming for this one. So have fun playing not Smash Brothers.
Even though it's freaking identical
It's not the same.
with cooler characters.
Debatable.
No. If I'm gonna play as Link, I want to play a Legend of Zelda game.
But I mean, how many other games can? Well, never mind, I was gonna say how many games can say they have the Duck Hunt dog in it, but you know,
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt and Duck Hunt 2.
Mr. Game & Watch, I think, maybe.
Yeah, Game and Watch, and it's the closest thing to ever having Banjo-Kazooie in a new game. So there's that. I don't know if any of you guys ever played it, but let me ask you this way: has anyone here played Control?
Yes.
What do you think about Control?
Control, it was one of my favorite games of the year it came out.
That's awesome.
Really, really, really high rated. Like, I would recommend that game to anybody that loves like sci-fi kind of games.
I bought, God, I almost said Stranger Things. Jesus. I bought Control, the Ultimate Edition. It was on sale on PS5 for like $10, and it's been sitting in my digital pile of shame this whole time. And now I need to find time to play it because, well, I got time still, but I have to come up with the time to play it because Control 2 is now officially in development through Remedy and 505 Games, coming only for PS5, Series X, and PC. It'll probably be like 4 more years before this comes out, but eventually you'll be able to play as the reason why I said Stranger Things is I was thinking about how everyone compared the chick from this game to like 11 as far as her powers and stuff.
Yeah.
If this game has a Master of Puppets segment in it, instant game of the year. I don't care if the game sucks. If at some point they play Master of Puppets in it, it's over. Every other game that year can just wrap it up, just put it away. Richard, Michael, did y'all play Control?
I never did.
It's in my pile of shame.
Well,
it is there.
You need to
like the Ultimate Edition too, or something.
Yeah, you need to pull it out. Got like need to figure it out. It's a sequel with a bigger budget.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I need to figure it out? Didn't you just say it was in yours too? Maybe you need to figure it out, Mitch.
I am. I'm going to figure it out. You should also. That's what we're getting at here. And speaking of piles of shame, the Richard. Oh my God.
The Richard.
The Witcher 3. It's next gen update. Richard would love to be the Witcher. First off, like,
man, I think it would be cool. That'd be a really immersive. Like, you mean like an actual like different dimension that I could be not like. I don't want to play him on TV, but yeah, if I could somehow, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, The Witcher 3 next gen update coming out December 14th for next gen console next gen consoles and PC. It is a free update as long as you own any version of The Witcher. Along with this, they also announced that the Cyberpunk DLC, the Phantom Liberty, will be a paid DLC expansion. No release date for that, except that it's probably coming out next year.
Oh, you're talking about Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I was still stuck on. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, if I was really Geralt, I would like go kick Henry Cavill's ass and live stream it on Facebook or something. It'd be awesome.
They did say that the Netflix like costumes and stuff were still coming out with this, so you'll be able to play like as Henry Cavill, Witcher.
Yeah, I think it's just like the suit and armor, though. I don't think they're going to actually make it look like him because they shouldn't.
Because
they can make Jennifer look like Jennifer.
Well, I think they said that they were gonna redo some models or have like the alternate models in there for key characters. So maybe there is a Henry Cavill Witcher mod. But
yeah, I picked up that game when they announced that they were doing the upgrade, and it's literally been sitting in my pile for I don't know how long. It's been like it was almost like 2 years ago now.
Yeah. So you will be able to play as Henry Cavill through probably 2/3 of the game, and then suddenly your model will change to Liam Hemsworth.
And then he'll quit. He'll become Superman and fly off, and then
It would be kind of cool though if he did. Just
he did. He's a bitch.
Henry Cavill's a bitch, everybody. You heard it here first. Our next story is going to take us to everyone's favorite place to talk about, and that is Japan, and with Nintendo, because Nintendo has finally even addressed the next-gen gaming console, and not in like a way you'd probably think, but just that they are talking to shareholders and people about the importance of Nintendo accounts. What?
They addressed it by making a really arbitrary, redundant statement.
They did.
It's like, accounts are important. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. But they're
important on the Xbox and
they talked about their whatever's next. That's what's important here. The lights get to stay on, or the screen gets to stay on until that system comes out, until we know what's next after that. So, we can continue to be Next Gen Newsweek. That's the important part. But yeah, they are just emphasizing that Nintendo accounts are the way of the future, which, Xbox Live accounts were the way of the future 15 years ago. So Nintendo's just finally catching up to how things work. But the formula that they've got going out with like Nintendo Switch Online and everything was probably the way we'll expect it to go. We should expect it to go into whatever's next. So paid subscriptions to download old retro titles instead of just buying the games on the shop is probably what all is included with that. So whatever's next, you will probably be able to keep playing NES Mario Brothers on it.
Beautiful.
Like everything else. In our last news story for this week, Jeff Keighley, in his big-ass Game Awards show happening on December 8th, has revealed all of the nominees for everything, or all the categories, which we'll be doing that soon, but it'll be a couple weeks after his stuff. But the big thing here, God of War Ragnarok is nominated for 10 awards. Elden Ring is nominated for 7. Both of those, along with A Plague Tale Requiem, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are all up for Game of the Year nominations, which is like what everyone kind of thought was going to happen. It was going to be probably God of War versus Elden Ring as far as what's actually going to be Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Chase, as someone who's played both, I know you're not done with God of War, what were you gauging your personal pick for this?
I'm going with God of War. I just feel like Elden Ring is like, it was great, but I feel like it's still like a niche genre, whereas God of War is like this great storytelling game that hits on all like if you liked Elden Ring, you would also like God of War kind of thing. So
for sure.
But like God of War just has like so many more extra tiers to it that it makes it so much better.
Out of this list, the only multi-platform game is Elden Ring. Because Stray's a PS5 exclusive, right?
Yep.
So I feel like if I was an Xbox person, my vote, actually I guess a Plague Tale. So maybe between a Plague Tale and Elden Ring. My vote's going towards one of those games. Where PlayStation people have to really come up with like, what is your favorite game? Because if you really like cats, you know, Stray's
I mean, Horizon was great. Stray was incredible. I still haven't played a Plague Tale. I still want to play the first one, so I want to play that one and then play the second one at some point. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not. Like I said, I'm thinking I'm probably 10 hours into God of War. I have a long way to go. But I think right now, like something about Elden Ring really pulled me into the point. Like I said, I've put over 200 hours in that game, platinumed it for the first time, or for any game. And like I'm still leaning Elden Ring over God of War. Even though the story in God of War is incredible, but like it hasn't wowed me like Elden Ring.
Well,
did.
Yeah, like Elden Ring got like nominated for like best narrative, and I was like, I don't remember there being much of a narrative in Elden Ring, personally, but
I don't know. It's hard to. I mean, Richard, Chase, any thoughts on the list? And I said Chase, Richard, Michael, sorry, about these. I know Michael, have you played any of these? Maybe Stray, Xenoblade.
None of them.
And Richard's only out of this probably played what? Elden Ring and
I
Horizon?
think, Stray's in an awkward position where, like, it's almost like an independent political party. It's probably really cool, but they just can't compete.
Yeah. No, I get that.
The main runners up there. And then Elden Ring, I had, in all honesty, I've been like in the FromSoft family, so to speak, since the original Demon Souls. So with Elden Ring, there was nothing there that didn't already feel like I expected or I hadn't seen before from either Bloodborne or Dark Souls or, anything like that. So without even playing God of War, I would kind of lean a little bit more towards that because I'm hesitant because it's interesting because the two PlayStation is that two? No, there's three PlayStation. Well, the two top runners here, God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West, they're both sequels. So, sometimes it's hard, even with movies, sequels have a hard time because, you've got the pressure of building on the story in a way that everyone will like and be engaged, but you also have to build upon the gameplay in a way that makes it different, but also similar. And with Horizon Forbidden West, I love that series, and I loved Horizon Forbidden West. I actually hadn't finished it yet. That's what I need to get back to as far as my pile of shame goes. But the story is amazing in the second one so far. I'm going to say I'm probably about 60, 70% through. But gameplay wise, they didn't really add, at least in my opinion, they didn't add anything they did in the original. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I can't give them credit in that regard. I don't know if God of War feels like the other God of War. I'm sure story wise they knocked it out of the park. They always do. So, if just based on what Chase is saying, though, I feel like God of War Ragnarok is kind of up there. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, Elden Ring, with my past history with FromSoft, there was just nothing there that I felt like I'd played the game before. I mean, it was beautiful. It was epic. Honestly, it was too long. It was still great, but I don't know if I would give the nod to Game of the Year.
Well, ultimately, it'll come up to what the people think. And I guess if you're Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, it's to a panel of over 100 journalists and also the people. But
I mean, I wasn't expecting It Takes Two to win last year. So
that's true.
I mean, it could be a surprise. So
yeah, for sure.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, what none of us have talked about. Well, I mean, Chase has, but
yeah. I mean, no, like it was an incredible
podcast.
game. I just don't think it would beat. I wouldn't put it above Elden Ring, or I mean, I would put it like right up at Elden Ring, but not above God of War.
Yeah, I want to play a Plague Tale also. I need to finish the first one. I was talking about how like God of War, the story's great, but like I wasn't like ever hit with like that wow thing in it because it like you said, it builds off of everything from the first one. And the first game was also great, even though I didn't finish it. It's still a great game. But like a Plague Tale or the first one, like within the first 15 minutes, like I was like, wow, like holy shit, this game's intense. And I don't know why I didn't ever finish playing it. But if the second one just builds off of how great the first one was with that, like I'm sure that game's incredible also. The only other one that I want to look at is all of the esports categories because, we're not looking at all the esports. That's just stupid. No, the one I want to look at is the most anticipated game. They have 5 picks here, and I just want to see if what your most anticipated game for next year falls in this list, or maybe it's something else. And I already lost it. Where'd it go? So they have Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and Tears of the Kingdom in there. I just want to see if your pick for most anticipated is in this list, or maybe it's something else that hasn't been brought up yet. Mine's definitely Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but
yeah.
Is there anything else that we know about that's above those for y'all? Or on this list?
I mean, I'm excited to. I really want to play Starfield.
Yeah,
like I'm pretty excited to play it. But
you brought up in our chat Black Myth Wukong, but is that even confirmed to be coming out next year?
Oh, I don't know if it's coming out next year. It's an upcoming game. So
okay. That would be that's a good one though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's Hogwarts. I'm really excited for Hogwarts Legacy. They released like a new gameplay trailer a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. They look pretty good too. But yeah, if y'all got anything for this,
I mean, another one is I was really looking forward to is Forspoken because they've been showing off a lot. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about that recently. So
I forgot they got pushed out to next year.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it in March? Seems like there's a lot happening in the spring, isn't it? Or May,
February, maybe. Well, I don't know. I can't remember. I know Dead Space is the end of January. Fire Emblem's in January. That's another good one I'm really excited for. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll have to see. But other than all of the other announcements from the Game Awards stuff, which, like I said, there's a lot of stuff here, but I don't want to drag that out. If you want to, you can go vote on all that at, I think it's just thegameawards.com. That's where you can get what?
What? Huh?
What is that face Chase is making?
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. Who did that? Chase, did you do that?
I didn't do
I didn't do that. Just sitting there.
I didn't do this. No, I didn't do it.
Oh, Michael. For anyone who's just figuring out why the fuck we're all just cutting up, I don't know if this is going to pull up my phone or not. So if you're on the video version, there you go. If you're audio only, Michael has photoshopped a picture of Richard's face over Geralt.
Oh my gosh! I should.
Oh wait,
print
no!
it
It says The Witcher on it. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's the next profile picture for the channel right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. But anyway. Oh my god. Well, that is all the news for this week, so we only have one thing left to do. What?
Just like how straight laced that transition went. Like everybody's laughing, all of a sudden you're like, well, that's all the news for
I have to keep the show going. That's what my job is. Or else we'd just be laughing for 45 minutes straight.
I would pay to see it.
I mean, yeah, we could do that, but I mean, what do you comment on this video if you make it this far in? Should we just record us laughing for 45 minutes?
us just making memes of each other.
Yeah, we could do that.
Meme time live.
But that will bring us to the brain challenge of the week, known as Video Game 20 Questions. I failed last week. What was the game last week, Richard?
Conan Exiles.
I failed at Conan Exiles, but hopefully I'll be able to get this one. This week's suggestion comes from me because I have to get revenge. Let the questioning begin.
Is it The Witchered?
No! I won't count that one.
Okay.
What if it was, though? What if I changed it?
Is it first person shooter?
You would ask that question right off the fucking bat.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is a first person shooter.
Wait, that's weird. Like, how would you not know? That's an odd.
Out yet?
Yes, it is out.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It is an FPS.
Okay.
Is there a duck?
A duck?
How you may.
Probably.
Is this game part of a series?
No.
Standalone first-person shooter. You'd think that'd be helpful, but as history has proven, probably not.
With probably a duck.
With probably a duck.
Was this a current console game?
You can play it on current consoles.
He's being sneaky.
That's 5 questions.
Is there a dog?
Probably. Hang on.
What's that face?
Probably. Probably.
Probably.
Is this an EA game?
No. Oh, oops, I forgot I gotta hold my fingers up. I'm trying to keep the people watching entertained.
Yes.
If you wanted to keep them entertained, you would give them a dog.
True.
Is this an id Software?
No.
Not EA and not id. Is it id or did people say ID?
Id. That's what I think.
No. This was not a question for you, Mitch. I don't want to burn one for that one. First person shooter that's not EA or id, and there might be a dog.
And a duck.
And a duck. There might be a dog and a duck.
And it's a standalone.
Oh, that's right. Why the hell am I thinking of? Okay, never mind. Did it come out between 2010 and 2020?
Yes.
So fairly new. Is this a comical game?
Like a funny game?
Yeah.
It's
humorous.
It's not known for being a humorous game, but it does have a little humor in it.
So it can't be that. Didn't Justin Roiland make a FPS? Not the one with the live guns and stuff, but there's Tover Saves the Universe. I don't know.
That was not a first-person shooter game, though.
Oh, it wasn't? I never played it.
It was a VR game.
Yeah. It was a VR game, but not a VR game at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It was weird.
Schrodinger's VR game.
Just like the possibility of this duck. Meant to do that.
Is it multi-platform?
Yes, that's 10.
Can you sculpt objects in this game?
Yes.
There you go.
Based on that, I feel like Michael knows exactly what it is. Because that was a really specific question.
Michael, do you know what this game is?
Is it No Man's Sky?
It is No Man's Sky. You did it.
I don't know why.
I don't know if there are ducks or
up.
dogs
It was
in this
all
game.
Michael,
I tried Googling it, and there are dog people, but they're not dogs. I didn't even Google duck one. But there's penis monsters, there's regular aliens, so I'm sure that there are ducks and dogs somewhere. Are there ducks in this game, Michael?
You can make them. Sculpt them.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you could sculpt a duck.
That's why I went with the sculpting thing. I was like, wait, he's not sure? Maybe you can make them.
Yeah. And let's see, what was the other one? Yeah, it's first, it's not in a series. Came out 2016, originally for PlayStation 4, and then was brought over to Xbox One, and then, of course, it just came out on the Switch recently. It's also a Mac and iPad OS, so you can play it on tablets. It's also available on PSVR. And it can switch between third person and first person. So, I think I answered all the questions you guys asked, other than whether there's a duck.
I was throwing them off with those questions.
Like,
What the fuck is a duck?
Like, I mean, if you ask me, like the dog one, like there's a lot of games with dogs in it, but there's not. I mean, I'm sure there are lots of games with ducks, but most games don't emphasize that they have ducks in them.
Generate their creatures.
Yeah, like they're ducks, but they have penises on their heads. Are they actually ducks though, or are they floopians or something?
Well, it depends. Are the penises clockwise or counterclockwise?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And that's the National Geographic Channel, children. Look up.
Oh my gosh. Well, good job, guys. You did it. I'm proud of you.
You did it. Also, it is the 2-year anniversary of the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation this past week.
Aww.
PS5.
It is. And some people still can't get one.
Very sad.
But in October, the PS5 and the Xbox Series outsold the Switch. Both of them did. Which is hopefully a sign. Unless Pokemon brings it back around next month, that's a sign that the Switch may have hit its cap. It's going to start slowing down significantly. But we'll see. But anyway, that is all the news and fun games for this week. So you guys have anything you would like to plug before we get out of here?
Oh, yeah. Updates.
Yeah.
Let me pull them up here. So as of right now, Slay the Spire, the board game, has 3.2 million of a pledged 50,000. So it is going to go into production. If you want this game, you only have 64 more hours to back this project on Kickstarter. Well, you know what? There's nothing in here that says this is Kickstarter exclusive. So now don't hold me to this because it may be Kickstarter exclusive, but I don't see anything that says it outright. Usually they do have that. This game may go to retail, but if you want all the cool bells and whistles at a discounted price, then you need to back this game within the next 64 hours. And then let me jump over to the Last of Us board game. Escape the Dark is the name of it. It's also met its goal. It's still got 16 days to go, but I'll be honest, this is not an expensive game. I say that because there's almost 6,000 backers, and they've only raised $500,000. So that's kind of odd to have that many backers, but that few dollar amount. But they did meet their goal, so that's going into production. And then not on Kickstarter yet, but within the next 5 days, Elden Ring. That board game will be hitting Kickstarter on November 20th, so keep an eye out. You got about 2 or 3 more days if you want Slay the Spire. You've got 2 weeks if you want The Last of Us, and then stay tuned for Elden Ring.
I'm about to probably get the all-in bundle for Slay the Spire, which I'm glad you reminded me about it because I totally forgot, like I said I would.
Let me see,
it's $210 for the complete.
You get there's the Slayer's Pledge, the Collector's Pledge, and then the Meows all in.
Yep, so it includes the board game, Collector's Edition, character playmats, metal coins, a box big enough to store the playmats and the game, a claw pack, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Beta artwork, a table playmat and carrying bag, and yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Unlock stretch goals. I never bought a board game that expensive, but I got to start at some point, right?
Yeah,
one day Richard will stop buying board games, and it'll be on me to do it.
Yes.
Other than that, yeah, there's Black Friday deals going on left and right. I know Best Buy had their early Black Friday deals on a bunch of games. I know Walmart's Black Friday's deals start on Monday online, and then they're going to have the in-stores, I think, on Friday. I know they're going to have the God of War bundle, God of War bundle for PS5, Xbox Series X, probably the Switch bundle with the Mario Kart if you're still trying to get a Switch. But yeah, keep an eye on your retailers. Keep an eye on like small businesses as well, because they'll usually do like little deals here and there. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming up next week.
You can get Sonic Frontiers for like $35 or whatever it was.
It was on sale for like $40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael, anything?
In addition to the Black Friday sales, a lot of stores are trying to get rid of like the old stock too. So, just browse down the clearance aisle real quick, see what they got.
If you need Christmas decorations, walk into a Hobby Lobby and turn to the left, and you'll see 15 million aisles of Christmas that's already marked down 60%.
Wow.
And you can run really fast out of there. They won't even try to stop you. You just steal it.
All right, well, that's all for episode 111 of Next Gen Newsweek. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and we'll see.
It's the Fallout episode. Vault 111.
Oh yeah. In regards to the major world news that happened earlier, someone said on Reddit, "Where's that pesky vault salesman whenever you need him?" Oh my gosh! Everybody, stay safe. Michael, send us out with a plug.
This week's episode is brought to you by one of the greatest RPGs we've ever seen, The Witcher 3.
So when Richard gets tired 2/3 of the way in, who's going to replace him?
Oh no! You're comparing me to Henry Cavill or Cavill. Wait, I can't remember.
It's Cavill.
There's a way to mispronounce it that he hates, because I saw him talk about it in an interview, and that's how I want to refer to him.
Because if you don't like him, what does it matter?
Yeah, I want to refer to him in that manner because I know he hates that. I'll have to look it back up.
All right. Y'all have a great week.
Bye.